Truth Man here. The channel is the No Majors, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So listen, so a couple of these women been coming on the comments with some of them show their face, some of them don't. But the nerve of these women to make fun of a guy for knowing the truth. But when they know the truth, they try to take up for each other. I'm going to tell you something, man. These women are extremely manipulative. And that's why you got to stand on them. Like, you got to stand on them all across the board. Like, married, unmarried, dating, anything. You got to stand on them. You know? And sometimes you may even have to stand on them at work. That's why you got to save your money every step of the way, man. You got to act like that's your last paycheck. Because the way these people is, it could very well be. You know? So, I want to get into telling women about, we'll title this video later, but why would a man tell a woman how much he makes, where he works, in today's dating landscape? I tell you, and I'm going to do a short after I'm done with this. Do not tell these women how much you make. Do not tell them where you work at. Let them assume. Let them assume. You don't want chicks that don't really like you to make themselves like you, man. Because they'll make themselves like you to take your money. You know? So you don't disclose, like, what you have. And I'm going to tell y'all something, too. Some of y'all been doing a lot of bragging on here. Keep on. It's dudes out there. I know dudes, personally, that will strip you. They will. And there'll be too many of them for you to defend against. You know, you got to enjoy what you have, man. I'm happy for you. But don't be trying to act like you're invincible, because I'm not, and you ain't either. Those will find you and will strip you down to nothing. You know, we don't know what really happened to Kevin Samuels. Me personally, I believe he was robbed. That's me personally. I believe all that other stuff was staged. That's my personal opinion on what really happened to him. But don't tell these women how much you make. And I'm going to show you something. All they can really do, like when I get on them, all they do is try to, well, you can't talk about somebody, look in the mirror. Okay, so let me ask you something. So a guy that you think is attractive, right? This is why y'all single too. That's a bad guy that might be borderline fruity pebble. He can talk. That's how stupid that sounds. Any man can put his voice, truth and reasoning into matters. They don't got no talking point. That's all they can say, man. I mean, what would you do right now if I just went and just did everything? You can't do nothing, because I look good without work. Some of these dudes need work to look good. I look good without work. All I really gotta do is cut my beard off or dye it. Do my hair. I got good hair. That's it. I mean, even with that though, every woman ain't gonna find me attractive, and that's fine, because I know I'm still gonna get my 7 against any one of you ninjas. You put enough of them in front of us, 7 of them gonna be interested in me. That's just the way it is. It's going to be qualities that I have that you don't. I mean, I don't worry about who like this dude or who like that dude. I really don't care. I'm focused on the Most High. I'm focused on getting my life together currently and the afterlife. I'm not focused on nothing with people. But at the same time, me being a prophet, I'm going to share what I'm taught to perhaps make things better or easier for others. That's my job. And the fact of the matter, you don't tell these women how much you make. If I got to tell you how much I make, then you ain't the one. Because I could go and buy a broad that's better than you for the night. Just better than you, to look better than you, just better than you sexually. And won't have to tell her nothing. How much you charge? I charge this. All right, I got you. That's what y'all not factoring in. That dating is monetized now. Like it's not like the 90s where you just had to have that mouthpiece and you had to run into the women that's actually gonna give you the time of day. It's not like that no more. Everything is superficial now. 2025 is superficial. So it don't matter how a man looks. Because even if you look good, or even if women think you look good, they'll act right for a while, and then they're going to go back to how they were. Tupac, all these dudes had women problems. All of them. Like, nobody's exempt from it. Will Smith, all of them. Name one that didn't. It's a couple guys, not that many. You can count them in your mind that got good wives, good relationships. It ain't no millions. It's not. It's probably hundreds of some thousands in the whole world that got a unicorn or decent wife and don't be having problems. Don't have no problems. Don't trying to go on girls' trips, no problems. It ain't that many. You can count them. You can count them. So, when you go on dates, man, you go on dates, it's all right to dress nice, look nice, have a nice car, rent a car, whatever you're going to do. But when she get to asking you, how much do you make? What you do for a living? Tell her I'll disclose that if we connect, if we become a couple. Because you never know, Pookie, she could have a Pookie brother, Pookie cousin, and be lining you right up. And you telling her everything. Oh, I am a pharmaceutical engineer. She like, oh, okay, so what? How much do y'all make? Well, I make about $150 a year. Oh, really? You're doing good. Get on the phone. Hey, Ray. Yeah, I might have some, What I'm going to do is I'm going to get him to meet me at the hotel. And when we get in the room, I'm going to open the door for you. Dude, I've never been a type to really care what women think of my appearance. There's been women that call me ugly. I don't care. Y'all not that important. You ain't God. If the Most High call me ugly, then I'll be like, oh man, not you. Not you, Father. You still gonna look out for me, right? But y'all, trains, STDs, probably got one right now that you can't get rid of. So what if you got a wig? So what you got the little baby hair? I do like the baby hair. So freaking what? So what if you get pedicures? So what if you got a BBL? You will never. Your opinion of me does not matter. I'll deal with you as long as it's positive. If it's negative, then I'm going to put you in your place. And I'm going to get you out of my face. I'm going to put you in your place and get you out of my face. For what? You're just people. Your dookie stank just like mine, probably worse. You smell like a fish pond once a month. You ain't all that. That's my job. That's my job. That's my job. Because you not all that, because you're just a person, I can help you be a better person. It's like I'm helping myself. But y'all want to come on here and think because y'all look good, some of y'all, not a whole. And even if you did, that don't give you a right to come shooting down on me. Because this what I'm going to do. If I think a woman is attractive and she try to shoot down on me, all that's out the window. You getting roasted. I'm gonna figure out something about you. If it's how you talk, it's going to be something. You looking at one of the roast kings, I can go head to head with almost anybody. You better ask people that grew up with me about me. You just people. Like, what I'm saying is fact. Y'all don't agree with it because y'all can't fool men no more. Guys ain't falling for the relationship scam. I mean, what are you really getting? You're getting an aging. It's not like y'all like a dog. A dog will age and become more loyal with age. Y'all become less loyal with age and you aging like you not the same. Some of y'all women, you can't throw your legs up like you used to. You can't toot it up like you used to, but you talking all this ish to a dude that in his mind he had it, I'm gonna just stick with her. You running them off. Y'all be running dudes off because y'all buying, it's scams on both sides. On the man's side, it's they scamming to get sex. On the women's side, they scamming to get money. And on both sides, you have a couple people that's not scamming, but not a lot. And y'all want to come for me. Wednesday, Saturday, 10 p.m. Cam up. I won't even put you backstage. I'll let you talk about me all night as long as you don't cut me off when I'm talking. Long as you don't cut me off when I'm talking. Because if you want to roast, I got to see you and I got to know the truth about you. Y'all know what I think is the truth? That 90% of y'all women that's talking all this stuff, or 95% have a body count over 10. You done ate butt. And then that's another thing, the nerve of you, bro. You done ate booty. And you want to talk about me? Y'all know I'm a prophet. Some of y'all talking about me in those comments. Look at my comments, guys. Those chicks, at least 3 of them done ate booty. A woman that do that, that's 100 times worse. That's 100 times. Oh, man. The nerve of you to say anything to me. Come on now. We aren't talking about husbands. If you do that to your husband, that's marriage. Marriage being undefiled. But if you did that to somebody who wasn't your husband and you broke up, the nerve of you to try to say anything to me about my appearance. And I want to see, look, if any chick that comes up that brings up my appearance, I want you to give me your current man info so I can see his picture. And I need a full, and I ain't gonna roast them long as they don't say nothing to me. I'm not gonna roast them. But if you gonna talk about my appearance, then I need to see your current guy. If you don't got one, I need to know why. I'm gonna get y'all in line, man. The ones that I can help, I'm gonna help. Some of y'all look good enough to have a man. It's just stuff with your attitude. You crazy. You think you supposed to control a man. You not. Read your Bible. You say, I don't believe in the Bible. I practice witchcraft. Hey, that's you. And that's another thing. I need to know that when y'all come on there. Y'all practice witchcraft. Because a lot of y'all, like people, remember, as the old adage goes, the old saying goes, people can be whatever they want to be online. But I'm here to find out what you are. If you come for me, then I need to know about you. I don't need to know personal information. Because like I'm telling you guys, stop telling them how much you make. You look them in their face and tell them I ain't telling you where I work or how much I make unless we become a thing. Then you gonna see. I still wouldn't tell her. But she'll see eventually. Don't tell these women nothing. Like, especially, and then you guys that's facing divorce, do not be telling them every time you get some money, how much money you got and all that. Because all they gonna do is just try to take it from you. They the enemy. Any woman that opposes you, your dreams, your goals, your visions, that insults you, that has emotional or physical affairs, whether you know about them or not, that's your enemy. I don't care if you do got kids. That's an op. You don't tell no op everything. Okay, so back in the 90s, we had certain groups from a certain side of town that the dudes that I hung with, including myself and especially me, they were rivals, basically. That's like me telling them where I got the stash and where I got this, where I got that. Who gonna tell a op all that? You can't impress her. I think if any time your woman insults you, the more she insults you, the more it proves that you can't impress her. I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna talk about this today. When you can't impress a woman, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Let's think of a woman that spent a lot of time insulting you and trying to instruct you, right? When you talk about things you want to accomplish, tell me she don't get quiet or change the subject. Or she'll have a whole different conversation on the side with somebody else while you talking about what you trying to do. Cause she up. If she wasn't, she'd be like, hold on, let me see what my baby got to say. What'd you say, baby? And even sometimes they'll play it off. You know, that's just not wise for you every time you get some money and every time. Let's say you gamble. I'm finna give you another example. You gamble. She telling you not to or criticizing you for doing it. Let me ask you something. Every time you win, you gonna tell her? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Y'all got to start treating people the way they deserve. If they deserve for you not to tell them anything, then doggone it, don't tell them nothing. When you first meet a woman, she don't deserve anything. She should be glad if you paying for her food. You don't know her. She could have 4 or 5 men. When you first meet somebody and you don't know them, dudes be telling them all their information. You green. You greener than my hat. You could leave. Who cares? Are you acting secretive? Of course, I don't know you. I don't even believe in, if you got a real nice car, I wouldn't even pick them up in my car. Unless it's a recreational use thing. I wouldn't even pick them up in my best car. Yeah, if your best car is like just an average car, like the car I'm driving now is just an average car. Like 2022, it looked nice, especially when it's clean, but it's not like it's not like a spectacle. It's not spectacular. Like that new, what's that? The new Charger, new Challenger. Now that's a nice car. So I learned, man. One thing I give my wife credit for. She showed me how I need to be with the women. Because I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes with her that ultimately led us to this point. I basically got away from some things that I always did that was right. And even when I was 22, if I'm dealing with a chick, I never told them chicks like how I make my money, and unless they work with me. A couple of the women I dealt with, I worked with. But even then, it's like they didn't know everything. I didn't tell them nothing outside of work. Y'all dudes be like, yeah, I make such and such. So what, man? Why you telling her? Because if you tell her where you work at, she gonna go look up the salary. You tell these chicks nothing, man. The vag is not that important. The vag is playtime. It's not that important, man. Y'all making it too important. That's why every time you look, one of us up in divorce court. You making it too important, man. You gotta pay millions of dollars, man. Please, it ain't a vag that ever walked the earth. There, my phone doing that again, y'all. That's worth even $1 million. Skip Bayless is finna pay that chick $1.5 million just to sleep with him. He desperate. You know how many women he could have slept with for 1.5 million? Let me see. How many I think? Let me see. Let's just say 600 on average. 600 times 10 is 6,000. 600 times 100 is 60,000. 600 times 1,000 is 600,000. Skip Bayless could have slept with practically 2,500 women that looked better than that one and he was finna pay 1.5. It's not that important, man. It's fun, but it's not that important. The Most High is important, not the veg. The VJ ain't that important. It's just recreation. Like I say, make them make you take them serious, man. It's fun. Looking at it is fun. Some smelling it is fun. Touching it is fun. But it's not that important. Money is more important than veg. And money, really, how superficial these chicks is, will get you some. Y'all sitting there can't even enjoy life because you think veg is important. You got that brat witch at your house. Some of these women, I bet you I have more fun jagging than having sex with them. They just ain't got it. They trash. That's why I don't fall for the relationship scam. And do not be telling these women where you live, what you got. I wouldn't even take them to my house until we connect like that. You're not even coming to my house, and I'm not coming to yours, especially if you live in the ghetto. For what? The bums by your house bust my windows out to see what I got in my car? The devil is a lie. See y'all.